will be answered. And to make our life easy, you can draw all the experts from the central bank.
We can answer, Dr. Tong, we can answer this question right now. And
okay.
Yeah,
All right,
let him know it is grant or it's going to be investment and how we're going to.
Go ahead, please.
Yes.
Okay, hello. Okay, gentlemen. My name is Dejan Jeremic, and I officially represent of some historical institution and monetary instruments that name is the Global Collateral Account. I suppose that Mr. Okumkarlo heard for those institution, and Global Collateral Account can work only through the blue screen. My colleague Nenad is asking for your monetary system, because when knowledge about your monetary system we can decide to offer to you some other things. For example, we can grant your country, your Olympic Committee, your humanitarian organization, your hospital, we can prepare the whole program for you, like foreign direct investment and including the grants for the people of South Sudan.
Okay.
But we can do that only through the central bank, handling bank, but through the blue screen. For those reasons, we are giving you the questions how we are working, because we can't work without the blue screen. We are offer for your country the fresh cash for account, which is the name 103357777. That is historical account which is established 1927. That was our idea, to give the grants, and we have the possibility to do capital accounts for investment, not like loan, like directly foreign investment in South Sudan. That was our idea, why we are asking for principle about printing the money, about backup of your money or something else, which is the base of your currency.
In other words, we can help in establishing and get your currency in a good standing.
Would you mind certified?
Yes. No. Yes, I get the point. Okay. I think it's good. You are trying to support activities in the Republic of South Sudan as a grant or a system of grant that was established since 1927. But I want to know, you want to know our monetary system. Or I think our colleagues from the central bank can be best to answer this. What I know is we have already a monetary system which is using the exchange rate floated, and we are still working to, narrow the difference between the parallel market and the official. The central bank is working with the Ministry of Finance on this. So by a certain time, I think when the two rates are met, then we float it. They will float it. Will be a free market. A free exchange rate. So it is going to be a free market economy. In other words. So, but I think your agreement with the beneficiaries will be more important to understand the activities of what the beneficiary would want to use your money for. Yep.
I suppose, thank you for your answer. I suppose that is the best way to, if we have the possibility to, in the front, sending to you personally or someone other, to information about global collateral account and about way of using the global collateral account, how we can establish the money on the South Sudan. I suppose that can be very interesting for your country. at all. We are not speaking only about Olympic Committee now. We are speaking about humanitarian activity, about Olympic Committee, about investment in South Sudan, infrastructure at all. Only we can using that money for weapons and for military stuff. All another stuff is allowed to using through to this account. Okay.
Yeah, I think you, in that way, you will be supported. You are coming, you want to do investment and so on. These are, the country is open to this kind of activities. You want to do investment, you want to do financing and grants to support the activities of such a social institution. I know sports is one of the most active activities that can bring peace in the country, and it can also bring unity among people of the continent. You can see recently our team tried to visit Jordan. That was a good thing. We are also going to participate, I think, in Sekava, of which the National Olympic Committee knows what sports activities are on. We, even athletics, we need to encourage our people do this. If your institution is open for these things, I think it's a good idea. We will highly support it. And even if it means talking with the central bank on the issue of exchange rate to support your beneficiary, which is the National Olympic Committee, it will be good. We will try to work together.
Sorry, not only the Olympic Committee, we are ready to support an education institution and all country from develop. And I will glad to send you the information about this. And I one more must repeat, that is not loan money. That is the money for like grants and investment money, but investment money is not loan. We are want to be the partner with local economy, like investors.
Okay.
I think we welcome that one. Education and investment on education is very good also for the Olympic Committee, because most of our athletes come from the schools. So if education becomes strong and the teachers are being supported, then the education could be very strong in terms of athletes training and education so that they can have background. My question will go again to Chum and the investors and the supporters. Nikola's Tesla, supposing they're coming with the financing as a grant and as in investment. The grant is well understood by my little knowledge in financing. But that investment, could it be in terms of BOT or which terms of that investment? Because there are some investment could come in and then they have a loan, and that loan will be supported by the central bank or separate guarantee, and then there will be terms of payment by the government or by the beneficiary, in this case as the Olympic Committee. Or is it BOT? It is bill and transfer. We want to be clear, because we will be more comfortable on BOT or grant rather than to involve the government directly. We know the sport is a very strong institution that can help itself, can stand by itself alone. So why don't we think on this ground, if there is a grant, we see how the Minister of Finance, the central bank, can handle that grant properly to be used for the youth development. And if it is investment project, then the investor will come and agree us on MOU to have BOT, and that one you can see what time they can get that by money. Can you get the answer to my concern?
Dr. Tong, let me come in. You see, you separate this issue. A grant, okay? You have to set, you have to design the project, and what, for how long the grant is going to be, and what are the target groups. And that grant, these are funds that come entirely to support the activities of a project, and that's it. And for investment, these are funds, you know, we have to identify an investment area. Investment in what? In infrastructure or in business, for example. This one, you know, is linked up with some returns. Where will the returns go? Is it the funder or, and so on? So you separate between a grant and an investment or a loan. A loan is something you have to have the terms of the agreement, what is the grace period and what is the maturity period, then the service charge or the interest rate. That is a loan. You are going to get this loan to do an investment in the country for a certain period of time. Up to a certain period of time, you start repaying it. When the grace period expires after 5 years, for example, like take it for example, grace period 5 years, maturity 15 years. That means a total of 20 years. This loan should be repaid. That is a loan. A grant, there is no repayment.
We are speak.
Yeah.
Sorry. We don't speak about loan. We not ask. We don't want to give you the loan. We want to give the investment money like partners. And through this system, we want to bring the money in South Sudan without loan, without grace period, without period of time of loan.